Will New York City give non-citizens the right to vote? First saw this in The Guardian. Non-citizens in New York City could soon be given the right to vote. Now, first of all, I could have sworn we had a Supreme Court decision. An absurd decision, but a decision nonetheless. Supported by the Obama regime, they sent their legal hacks into the Supreme Court to argue, look, Arizona, other states and localities, they can't decide immigration policy. They said the Constitution provides exclusive plenary jurisdiction to the feds, which is not true, but nonetheless, that's what they argued. And, of course, the Supreme Court agreed with Anthony Kennedy there, taking the charge in between the various opera sessions that he attends. So that's the law of the land, right? Well, apparently not. If you're a liberal and you want to take it further, that's okay, and you will not be stopped by the Obama regime. The media will say nothing. New York City is routinely described, writes The Guardian, as a global hub, a place so thoroughly penetrated by international capital migration it seems at once within and without the United States. It's the center of American commerce and media, but its politics, demographics, and worldly outlook make the Big Apple an outlier. This is from The Guardian. So I won't read it anymore. It's a left-wing kook paper. But over at National Review Online, John Fund, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio's, or as I like to call him, DeCamio's, approval ratings have slipped below 50%, making it possible he could face a serious primary challenge in 2017. But New York's pro-DeCamio City Council may have found a way to stop that cold. A majority of the council supports giving more than 1 million non-citizens full rights to vote in local elections. That's 1 in 5 adult New Yorkers. First of all, what the hell is going on in New York City when 1 in 5 adults is an illegal alien? Mayor DeCamio's approval ratings are much higher among minorities than with whites. That because whites are bigots. We all know that. Now, Mark, he is white. Yes, but he's married to an African-American. You know, white Christians. You know, them. You know, the people who founded the country that everybody wants to come to. Them. Mayor DeCamio's approval ratings are much higher among minorities than with whites, who oppose him by a 2-to-1 margin, giving non-citizens, most of whom are minorities. Wait a minute. Did you know that, Mr. Producer? Most illegal aliens are not white? Holy mackerel. I wonder what's going on. The vote could cement far-left dominance of New York City's government into place. See, this is what the left does. They will burn down the building in order to get the toilet. They don't care. They don't care about the rule of law. Screw the rule of law. We've got an agenda to impose. The Democrat Party's never been about the rule of law, whether it was slavery or segregation, whether it was Jim Crow or today. It's not about the rule of law. It's about the rule of them over us. Legislation by Democratic Queens Councilman David Dromm, D-R-O-M-M, is being prepared for possible debate this spring. It would permit any non-citizen who has legal residency papers to vote for mayor, city council, and other offices. Dromm says that non-citizens pay taxes. Shut up, you idiot. Citizenship is supposed to mean something. The Marxist left, ladies and gentlemen, is destroying America from within. They are tearing us to shreds. They're turning us inside out. The right to vote, they say. They are disenfranchising all of us when an illegal alien is permitted to vote. An illegal alien can go back to his or her home country and vote there too. They're not American citizens. And this is why this is hopeless in this respect. You can't have assimilation. You can't have Americanization. When you have public officials in this country who have no virtue, when you have public officials in this country who use liberty to destroy liberty, who use the rule of law against us, when you have public officials in this country who are out for power, it is exactly what Jefferson and others have said. You have an elective tyranny. We have an elective tyranny in this country in many respects, particularly in the big cities. These big city mayors rely on illegal aliens and, quite frankly, illegality, generally, to hold on to power, to perpetuate their party, and that's all they give a damn about. Not about community, not about neighborhood, not about the country or the rule of law. This DeCamio is the lowest of low lives. I don't care if he's 6'10". He's 3 inches tall in my view. Non-citizens voting in New York. Why limit it there? Have them vote all over the country, right? Oh, they pay taxes. It's interesting. That's the test. They pay taxes. Well, what about all the people who vote who don't pay taxes? but are on the government dole. Why are they voting? Well, it's their right. I see. The Cameo issued municipal ID cards, you may recall, to some 500,000 undocumented immigrants, a.k.a. illegal aliens in the city. No one believes he would veto a bill the city council sent him on non-citizen voting rights fund. In 2013, 31 out of 51 city council measures backed the idea, but it was opposed by then Mayor Michael Bloomberg, and then City Council Speaker Christine Quinn blocked it from coming to a vote. The idea of non-citizen voting is an old one, but currently only 6 communities in Maryland allow it for local elections. And that idiot former governor of Maryland, by the way, the leftist Democrat O'Malley, who all but destroyed Maryland fiscally, and so the new Republican governor is trying to figure out how to save it fiscally, Hogan, now he wants to be president. No talk about his disastrous record, his rain tax, none of it. Oh, look at him, he's a fresh face. No, he's not. He's a creep. Chicago gives voting rights to non-citizens in school board elections. Did you know that? Study last year by 2 Old Dominion University professors, based on survey data from the Cooperative Congressional Election Study, indicated, ready for this, 6.4% of all non-citizens voted illegally in 2008 presidential election. 2.2% did in the 2010 midterms, given that 80% of non-citizens lean Democratic. They cite Al Franken's 312-vote win in the 2008 Minnesota Senate race as one likely tip by non-citizen voting. How much more crap are we going to take? My God, how much more of this crap are we going to take? Unbelievable. And Franken cast the 60th vote needed to make Obamacare the law. Supporters of non-citizen voting believe if they can impose the idea in the global hub of New York City, it will catch on elsewhere. As New York City goes, so goes the rest of the world, Councilman Drum told Britain's Guardian newspaper. So this is what they want. This is what open borders is all about. And the stupid, pathetic Republican leadership. And the dumbest of the Bushes, Jeb Bush. Well, I didn't know I registered as a Hispanic when I voted. You get that one? 2009, I think it was. They asked him what he is when he was registered as Hispanic. Oh, I made a mistake. Made a mistake? That guy has issues. You want to know the truth? He has issues with his pigmentation, apparently. But this is incredible to me. Non-citizens voting, 6.7%. Good Lord. Let me give you that stat again. Oh, there must be a right-wing group. No, it's not. It's a university, and you own all of them, but for a handful of them. 2 Old Dominion University professors. 6.4% of all non-citizens voted illegally in the 2008 presidential election. No wonder. How much more evidence do you need? How much more evidence does anybody need? Nobody needs any more evidence to know what the hell's going on in this country. Nobody.